Just about set for a start. Happy to have you with us, and we are underway here on Thursday Night Primetime. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The number 8, Lamar Jackson, trotting onto the field at quarterback, ready to lead this Ravens offense.
And he remains the league's premier rushing threat and one of the biggest playmakers among quarterbacks. His goal each and every season, continue to expand his game as a passer and become well-rounded. All those highlight reel plays you see, they come off the fact that he can run it, throw it, and scares defenses every time he takes a snap.
They go play action with Jackson. A short throw caught by Andrews. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll be second down.
And their coach told us the other day that they wanted to get him in a nice groove right out of the gate. And one way to do that, give him quick throws where he can get the ball out of his hand in a hurry, as he did there.
Now 2nd and 3. Jackson going to keep it running right. And maybe the wrong read there as he's going to go down immediately. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up. Pretty good job there defensively of stringing that one out.
Yeah, you've got a quarterback who's waiting and waiting for something to develop, and it just never materialized, and down he went behind the line of scrimmage.
And they'll try and run the option to pick it up. That'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one, because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
Facing 4th down, Baltimore will punt. Jordan Stout out there. Charlie Jones deep for Cincinnati. Here come the Bengals now to take over. And leading them out, it's the man who left Baltimore as the greatest passer in franchise history, MVP of Super Bowl 47, Joe Flacco. Looking to put a drive together. Flacco fakes the give, sets to throw. This is Fant on the short completion. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Well, that tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
Throwing left sideline there, but it's incomplete.
I like his awareness in the pocket there. Nowhere to go with the football. So instead of forcing it to the sideline, he's just going to put this one into the harbor and live to fight another down without getting wet.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. In motion, the tight end. From the gun, Flacco. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
So on 4th down, Ryan Rico on to punt for the Bengals. They'll net only 35 here following a 43-yard boot, 8-yard return. And that will come the offense as they take over. Baltimore set to take over here for their 2nd possession of the game. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say this is what the problem is. let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too.
The drive will start with an option going left. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
Well, that's what he can do, when he keeps the football. It's not a huge gain, but it shows how hard it can be to stop him.
Yeah, and I thought the defense had that one pretty well contained, and in fact, they probably came up and felt pretty good about what they did. Then they looked up and realized he still got good yardage out of it. He's a tough guy to stop.
There's the former Heisman winner. It's Derrick Henry.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
And a nickel look here for the Bengals as they try to defend this on third. That's a pretty strong running there as he'll take this across the 50 and down to the 44. The decision to keep it turns out to be a good one. 11 yards in the first down.
How about that there? No frills, no additives, right? Nothing crazy. Just find a way to pick up the first down. A nice run right there.
Henry up the middle. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
From the 43, here's a 2nd down and 9.
And now Jackson will look to throw it. Throw left side complete. That's Flowers. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. That'll go for a gain of 7. And now 2 yards to go on 3rd down.
In motion left, Flowers. He'll get an opportunity with it on the touch pass.
That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And it'll be 4th down.
Well, they tried to catch him by surprise, I think, there with that little pop pass on 3rd down, but no luck.
You're right about no luck, but I did like the idea. I like the thought process. Make an unconventional call on 3rd down sometimes. It can pop big. In this case, it didn't.
He'll try to do it himself. And he fouled it. It's on the ground.
But it looks like one of the DBs has it.
And they have the football that will set up shop at the 33-yard line. So they tried it. Not only did they not get the first, they fumbled it away.
Yeah, it's one of those things where it went from bad to worse, but I know that everyone's going to pile in on the call and say, well, what are you doing? Why would you go for it there? I think that teams that are convinced that they feel pretty good about their game plan, what they want to get done that day, go for it. Give it a try. Hey, let's see if your defense can rescue them a little bit.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. So the fumble recovery, now Flacco to throw. Man open left side is Brown. Call it no gain there on the 1st down play. He caught it right at the line of scrimmage, and before he could even think about advancing it forward, he got hit.
Great tackling, because that's what you're taught. Don't give up yards after the catch, and most offenses make a living off of yards after catch. Those hidden yards that may not go into the score sheet, but they count big for moving the ball and stretching the field. Really nice open field tackle.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
They've given him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big 3rd down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
The threat of a 2nd straight punt to start the game is looming as they come up 3rd and 10. Flacco from the gun. He's going deep for Brown. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score.
Chase Brown.
67 yards.
And the Bengals are on the board first on the road here in Baltimore.
Well, he's used to running it that distance. Here he had to catch it, too, before making the run. Heck of a play for the score.
There's not many things better for an offense than a back who's a complete guy who can run it and catch it. And we just saw him complete a big-time play for a touchdown.
Evan McPherson now for the PAT.
And he's got it to make it 7-0 Bengals. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And it ends with a Bengals score.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. Looking to put a drive together. They begin with Henry. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. Second down.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver. But he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front. So if they give him any space, he realizes his job to make more out of it than what they give him. Picks up 3 on that carry.
Jackson now off the bootleg. Throw right side is complete to Andrews, his tight end. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
Jackson to Andrews on that one. First down, Baltimore.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Play action. It's Jackson.
Yet again, targeting and finding Mark Andrews.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Now 2nd and 9.
They'll try the right side with Henry. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Only a yard on the pickup, and now they've got a 3rd down and 8.
Well, now they're in a spot that every team tells us when we have our production meetings they don't want to be in, 3rd and long, and that's because those back-to-back running plays just didn't accomplish a whole lot.
They'll see about converting this 3rd and 8.
Jackson.
He'll try and do this himself.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Call it a loss of 4 there on the sack. And speaking of the number 4, it brings up 4th down now.
Well, certainly not an ideal first quarter for him. Remember, he lost the fumble earlier, and here he ends up on the ground with a sack.
And sometimes what happens when you make a mistake early, you get too cautious going forward. Just cover up the football and take care of it and be able to cut it loose. Otherwise, your offense is going to stall.
Fourth down, and out comes Jordan Stout here to punt.
44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. 43 yards on the punt, return of 4.
And the Bengals take over 1st and 10. The Bengals offense and running back Chase Brown set to take over once more. And he has been a big component of the passing game so far. You see the numbers for this first half. This defense is going to need to find some way to key in on him because he is eating them up right now. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. He'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. Kyle Van Noy in on the stop. Defensively, though, they had a chance there to hit him for a loss. Couldn't get it done.
Looked like someone was able to knife into the backfield, but he wasn't able to get him down. But his compatriots, they were able to grab him at the line of scrimmage and not let him get any further downfield.
Here's Flacco. He's going to air one out. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. Passing play, Flacco. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. The Bengals bring out their punter now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Fair catch called for and made at about the 32-yard line. The Ravens offense now, they get set to head back on the field. The last series form, a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive, 1st and 10. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. A short throw caught by Andrews. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on 1st quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter now from Baltimore. It's the Ravens in possession. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've only converted once in 4 tries. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. It's a pretty strong running there as he'll take this across the 50 and down to the 44. That's good for a Raven 1st down, 15 yards there.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? That looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you try to have a few men in the box there.
Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 37-yard line.
A toss left, Henry. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's Jackson to throw. A short throw caught by Andrews. will go down as a gain of 6, and that's going to bring up second down.
I know the halftime's approaching, but I don't think he's going to want to take a break. That's his 5th catch.
Yeah, they've really been targeting the tight end. So 2nd and 4 from the 22. A pivot and a give to Henry. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Ravens touchdown. 21 yards for Derrick Henry. And the Ravens are an extra point away from evening this one up. Well, they've done a pretty good job keeping him in check to that point, but he finally breaks off a nice run here and gets into the end zone.
And it just takes one, doesn't it, partner? That can undo a lot of good work that a defense has done to that point. You break off one right there, and everything suddenly looks bad for you.
Tyler Loop now for the extra point. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And Derrick Henry able to finish it off with a touchdown run. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Bengals getting set to go. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The Georgia man, Roquan Smith, came in and got it.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively, because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Flacco. Over the middle, he finds Higgins. And he's upended at the 33, following a good pickup of 8.
And the hitch route is run really well. That jab step off the line of scrimmage by the receiver, which is designed to back up the defender and give him a little bit of space. All you want there, get that space, catch the football, and then make a move and pick up extra yardage. And that's exactly what he got done there.
Here's Flacco. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Now a hit and a loose football. And the Bengals grab it. And this is taken into the end zone. A fumble recovery and a Cincinnati touchdown. McPherson on for the point after. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there, grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Derrick Henry trots back out there and gets ready to go. Now, the ground game's been good, but they're losing here in the second quarter. Can they use that ground game maybe to work the air attack a little bit more?
I think so, because now you can throw play action off of being able to run the ball effectively. And oftentimes you might want to just swing your back out of the backfield and get the ball in his hands in open space. And just don't get totally away from running it, because some of these runs now, they may pop bigger as the game goes along.
Yeah, they've been good with the run so far. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play.
Yeah, another negative play in an early down situation. This one to start the drive. You're putting a lot of pressure on your quarterback to bail you out when you're in second and long yardage.
So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Now it's Jackson. Throwing quickly for Mark Andrews. And he steps out of bounds, but not before he gets inside the 35. It's a big play there for Baltimore. 45 yards.
It may look routine when you see the finished product, but what a nice job of concentration there. Catching the football on that route and then taking it a nice distance. A great example for an offense of throwing short and running long.
Here's Jackson. He'll get this to Flowers, left side. So he'll be stopped here for no gain. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. From the gun, it's Jackson. And he'll get this underneath to Henry. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Again, Jackson. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. First catch of the game for Hopkins. It's a 1st down.
That's good for a Baltimore 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
So he turned to a trusted, familiar face in that 3rd down situation. It paid off.
Yeah, you go to your veteran receiver in that spot, so you can't underestimate him when he's on the field. Defensively, make sure you know where he is, because he understands how to get open in key situations.
And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up 1st and goal.
He's certainly done a nice job spreading the field on this drive, and here he finds his big tight end for good yardage. And that's what you have to do. Keep defenses guessing about where you're going to go with the football.
6 guys, check 6 guys.
And they'll try the option on 1st and goal. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. It'll be a pickup of 5 on the keeper. It's 2nd down.
Oh, man, that wasn't far from breaking in a big way into the secondary. Read option, quarterback kept it, and while he didn't get a first down, he did get a nice chunk of yardage. Only a nice tackle prevented it from maybe going all the way.
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. Patrick Ricard, a touchdown run there from a yard out. And the Ravens are an extra point away now from tying this ball game.
And that's why you have the fullback, Charles. Couldn't get it into play before with the smaller guy. Turned to a little more power. They score it.
And now it has to warm the hearts of a lot of old-school football fans. They love when they get to see a little bit of power football.
On his loop for the extra point.
And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. So that one, an 8-play drive. It spans 75 yards. And it's capped off by the Baltimore score.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. Ready to go on offense. Out come the Bengals. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
They defer to Brown to start the drive. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. What I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
And from the 34, here's 2nd and 4. Right back to Brown. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
And that was a safety that came through and made the play, but there's no doubt in my mind, he hits like a linebacker, and we see a lot of that in today's NFL, don't we?
And that time we do indeed. A big hit for a loss. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. Here's 3rd and 6. They'll send the tight end in motion. 3rd down, Flacco from the gun. This one complete to Yoshivas. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
For a Bengals first down. 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Setting up to throw, Flacco. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Travis Jones breaking through to get him to the ground. It's a loss of 7. But defensively on the previous play, they gave up a pretty good chunk of yardage, but right there, they got a good portion of it right back.
And if we just flip it around from the offensive perspective, took a nice step forward, and how about a couple of leaps backwards after that play? They've got to figure out a big call coming up here to try and gain that yardage back.
Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Operating out of the gun, Flacco. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Brown. And he showcases the spin. A pretty good gain before he's taken down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Now it's Flacco. Pass taken in by his big tight end. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime.
A gain of 22 yards. First down, Cincinnati.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. From the gun, Flacco.
Man open, that's Jamar Chase complete.
The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts.
So as they talk it over, we step aside.
At the 24-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 3.
To pass, Flacco. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
Here comes play number 9 now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. And again, it's Flacco to throw. That is caught. Now the Bengals going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half.
First down. A gain of 12. And a Bengal first down.
Come on, guys. Let's make a play here.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
Now Flacco. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line.
Joe Flacco sacked.
Mike Green,
6 yards.
credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6.
So halftime is upon us on Thursday night primetime, and we go off to Orlando. And Scott Hansen for our halftime report.
Okay, Brandon, thank you. Scott Hansen back with you in the studios in Orlando. We've got a close one, as we expected. No quarter given on either side. We are all tied up at the break. This one could go either way, so let's find out as they're ready for the third quarter kickoff. Send it back out to the stadium and our commentary team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Scott, thank you very much. We are ready to get started here with the second half.
And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Bengal offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3.
Well, the first half, very even. I mean, really, in all facets, this ball game tied, Charles. So as we start the third quarter, curious to see what the second half brings us.
Certainly am. I'm with you on that one, and we all know a lot of coaches from the NFL all the way down to the Pee Wee level. They love to spin it to their teams. Hey, we're starting a brand new, shorter ball game. It's all even. Let's go out and seize it. This is ours.
Operating off play action, Flacco. Now he'll tuck this and run. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Partner just a second earlier, and they might have had him because they certainly thought they were going to close in and drop him behind the line of scrimmage, but he had just enough time to dodge the pressure, and he ends up getting yardage before being stopped.
Flacco looks to throw. It's complete to Brown, right side. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Now Flacco. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. And the defense coming through on third down. A loss of 7 to bring up fourth. Well, they only had a yard to go. They tried to pass the football. Defense blitz. Defense got there.
Yeah, I think on this one, this is probably good scouting, understanding a few tendencies and figuring out that, hey, they may take a shot, and they dialed up the pressure and got to him.
The Bengals bring out their punter now as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. Wester on the return. 6-yard return after a punt of 48.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
The Ravens offense getting ready now for their first possession of the second half. At the 31-yard line. In motion comes the tight end left. Off the play fake, here's Jackson. That'll be caught by the big tight end Andrews. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. On the counter, it's Henry. But a pretty big hole as he's down to about the 40.
Oh, boy, Derrick Henry shaken up after that last play and in some discomfort down there. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd and 3.
First carry now for Justice Hill. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. John Harbaugh not afraid to go for it this time. Doesn't work out. And it'll be a turnover on downs. So they've gone for it twice now on 4th down of this game, and both times unsuccessful.
I wish we could hear the headsets now between the head coach and the offensive coordinator. Now that they're 0 for 2. If they get into a 3rd situation, head coach might say, hey, you got anything for this one? Might get radio silence back.
On 1st and 10, here's Brown.
He had to fight that time. Ran through one tackle, but ultimately he's only going to get back to the line of scrimmage.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Here's 2nd and 10. Flacco. It connects quickly to Jamar Chase. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
He's got his target. That's complete. Pushing his way through. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Forget the run on 3rd and 1. They shock the D and rip off a pretty big play.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And that's incomplete.
Well, as we all know, possessions are crucial in a tie game, and let's face it, I really didn't need to tell you that. You already knew it. So when he sees he's got nothing good going, an excellent decision to just send that one to the sideline.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Flacco will take to the air again. Over the middle, that's caught by Chase. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
And the Bengals.
Oh, that was a nice job there. Quarterback and receiver reading the pressure that was brought. They both knew it was going to open up the middle of the field. Nice little shake and bake at the line of scrimmage, got right into his route, and the quarterback hit him in stride, and he was able to run free after the catch.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD.
Cincinnati.
Noah Fant, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Bengals have broken our tie as they take the lead.
For good reason, quarterbacks want to get the ball to the perimeter to their wide receivers for big plays. But in this situation, it felt like, based on coverage, he knew that he wanted his tight end to have the football, and for good reason.
McPherson now for the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. That time a 6-play drive. And it's Noah Fant who caps things off with the touchdown. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. And a drive that stalled out last time. Went for it on 4th. Didn't get it. How does that translate here? I would imagine momentum's with the defense.
Definitely with the defense, because anytime anyone goes for it on 4th down, that's telling you as a defense that you can't stop us. We don't think that you can. And when you actually do, that may put a little dent in the confidence of the offense the next time they hit the field.
Yeah, we'll see if they can bring that pride, the offense, this go-around. They go play action with Jackson. He's got a man. It's his fullback. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And it'll be 2nd down.
It's pretty easy to overlook the fullback when you're making your assignments defensively in the pass coverage game. But in this case, they made him pay for that oversight and picks up a nice gain.
Here's a 2nd and 3 now from the 33.
10th carry now for Derrick Henry. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
Jackson's going to try the sneak. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to convert, albeit not by much, on 3rd and a yard.
That's good for a Baltimore first down.
Well, they pick it up on 3rd and 1 on the quarterback sneak, and that's not easily done because there are extra bodies in there on the defensive side, and they're moving forward at the snap.
Yeah, I was certainly expecting a handoff, weren't you?
Yeah, I totally was. I thought they'd go with a back, maybe try and get a lead blocker in front. But as you talk about in different games, those guys with confidence in their offensive line, they just want to move forward and get it.
And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45.
From the lineman to the guy running with it, that was a well-executed first down by the offense. With 2 shots left to get the first, you can get a little aggressive here on 2nd down if you want and try for some bigger yardage.
From the 44-yard line, here's a 2nd and 4. Here's Jackson to throw. Looking for Bateman. He's got him complete. Jackson to Bateman there for the Baltimore first.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
At the 48-yard line.
2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Now it's Jackson. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on 1st down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
Well, thanks for joining us here on a Thursday night in the NFL. 3rd quarter, 2nd and 10 coming up.
Back to the ground now. It's Henry. And across midfield he goes and into Bengal territory.
70 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
I don't care what the emphasis is in the NFL at any given time. Every defense is still going to say their #1 goal every game is stop the run. And right now they're not doing that, and that really chips away at your confidence.
From the gun on 3rd down, Jackson. Now he's going to step up and run. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
5-yard gain on the play. That's another Baltimore first down.
No surprise to see a sideline fired up by that big play. Heck, we're fired up, and we're supposed to be neutral. That's a quarterback putting his body on the line to fight and just barely get the first down. When he does something like that, it gets everyone ready to lay it all out there and try and match his intensity.
They go play action now. Jackson. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. They'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
I think the defense surprised him there with that blitz on 1st down, but give him credit. Stayed cool under pressure and still found a way through the extra rushers for positive yardage. Well done.
Ball on the 39. Here's a 2nd and 7.
And now Jackson will look to throw it.
Throw caught by Flowers.
And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 26. 12 yards the pickup there. Good for a Raven first.
1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Play action. It's Jackson. That's caught. It's Flowers. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action.
4th quarter coming up here on Thursday Night Primetime. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Baltimore. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10.
To throw is Jackson. They set up the screen for Henry. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. And good first down call as the screenplay gets him 9.
And good yardage there on first down, because sometimes all you need to do on the screen is get one key block. That might set your man free, and that was pretty good pursuit to the football defensively, or it could have gone for more.
Again, Jackson. Now he'll tuck this and run. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Lamar Jackson, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. Well, that was all Lamar Jackson all the time on that drive, both through the air and in the end with a touchdown run.
Yeah, how about him doing things a little bit on the reverse side there, Brandon, because he softened him up throwing the football and opened up the running lanes. And when he gets a little bit of a sliver, he's gone. And that's exactly what he did there.
Luke now for the extra point. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. So that drive spans 13 plays. And it was capped off by the touchdown run that came from Lamar Jackson. Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the 4th as the kick's away. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Bengals offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And he has been masterful so far in leading this offense. He's kept the mistakes to a minimum. He's been on point with his passes, and he's generally been one step ahead of this defense all game long. The Bengals drive about to get going. They no longer have the lead after that last touchdown, all tied up in the 4th quarter, and a chance for this offense to mount a potential game-winning drive right here. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down.
That's good for a Bengals first down.
Well, they've certainly been successful throwing it around in this game. That's allowed them to move the ball on offense, but I've got to tell you, to watch them run the football and successfully, I'm not taking sides, but to see the ball in a running back's hands, oh, that's football for me.
Now it's Flacco. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Here's Flacco. Got a man. It's Brown. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
3rd down, Flacco from the gun. And that went off the mark, a little late with the throw. Well, those two have hooked up for a touchdown once already in this game, that time unable to find a completion.
Yeah, just appeared they wanted to get him out into open space and try and get him the football. As you mentioned, unable to connect.
The Bengals bring out their punter now, as he'll come on for his 5th kick of the night. And did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down close to the goal line at the 1-yard line. The Ravens offense and Derrick Henry set to take over once more. And it's hard to believe you could run the ball a whole lot better than he has. The vision, the cutback ability, the acceleration, it's all been on display throughout. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
Excellent job by their defense to force the punt and provide them with this opportunity, all tied in the fourth quarter. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 77 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Well, both teams practice this situation, and this time the guys on offense won, and in a very nice way. What a run from that position on their own goal line.
Gave them some good breathing room.
I wonder now, do you still stack the line of scrimmage, or do you play normal defense? They may have backed him off with that run.
And he stopped after a gain of one. Not enough. Still a yard to go on third down.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
The offense on third down tonight, 5 out of 9 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. From the gun, it's Jackson. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 18-yard line.
This is a nice job of just taking what the defense is going to give you on 3rd down. You're not looking for a big play downfield. You just want to find something that can get you past the marker. They found it, and were able to keep the drive moving.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one 28 yards on the ground.
When you see a big-time run to the outside, it always comes back to setting the edge, doesn't it?
Absolutely, and they were perfect in setting the edge there.
And the funny part is, both sides of the ball talk about it. The offense has to set the edge so you can get outside. The defense wants to set the edge to control things so they can kick the run back inside.
Offense wins there.
Offense won big.
Well, he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Well, he's had success running the football in this one. Yeah, that's undeniable. But that time, the defense was on to it.
And, partner, I think the more you see a play like this, the more they're able to diagnose it quicker and easier for them to defend it. I think you have to dress it up a little bit and show maybe some different formations and looks.
And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
Complete to number 7, Rashad Bateman. It's a gain of 4. Makes it 3rd and 7.
Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. Now it's Jackson. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. And now that brings up 4th down there. A loss of 6 yards on the sack.
We've seen him escape similar situations earlier in the game and get away for pretty good yardage. At that time, they get him down.
Yeah, they've had enough evidence that he can get away and run for good yardage, haven't they? That time it felt like, okay, enough of this. Let's play it the right way and get him on the ground before he does any damage.
The Ravens send their punter out now as he'll come on to kick this one away. And a fair catch called for and made at the 12-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Bengals will have a 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. Looking to put a drive together. Flacco fakes the give, sets to throw. And he will find his man Chase complete. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
It's a gain of 25 yards. 1st down, Bengals.
Right there, he rose to the occasion late in a close game.
It's something he thought about, dreamed about, and worked on throughout his career. Because in these types of situations, he wasn't going to allow extra coverage to keep him from getting the football.
They'll bring the tight end in motion right. An inside give, Brown. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
To pass, Flacco. This is Fant on the short completion. So the completion good for 6 yards. And now we've got a third down and 3.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a second down now as they search for a score to break this tie.
Well, an excellent job of finding the opening as he's got this now all the way down to the 22.
13 yards on the play. That's another Bengals first down.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. And that's out quickly to Chase.
Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 18-yard line.
Second and 6 coming up.
Take it from the 18 to the 15, a gain of 3. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
The noise is getting deafening. Here's 3rd down and 3.
And they'll go jet sweep to try to pick it up. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
So a pressure spot here for Evan McPherson.
This for the lead in the final stages.
McPherson's kick is good.
And with a little over a minute to play, they have taken the lead.
So he waited on the sideline for his first chance in the ball game, and it didn't come until the 4th quarter, but he connects there. A big one to give him the lead.
Boy, you talk about coming in cold. I don't care how many times you kick it into a net. You're not really ready when you go out there and all that beef is coming at you trying to block the kick. Big spot, and he delivers.
So after the made field goal, here's McPherson to send this one away. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
Jackson and the Ravens, here they come. Down 24-21, a minute 16 remaining. How will this thing pan out? We'll watch as they come up on first down. Now Jackson. Connecting with Hill. And he's upended at the 33, following a good pickup of 8.
8 yards.
No timeout. You got to go quick here.
Second and 2 at the 33-yard line.
They come up now on 2nd and 2. Throwing. Jackson.
It's complete to Hopkins.
A gain of 9 yards. That's good for a Baltimore first down. First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Final minute. No timeouts at their disposal. Here's 1st and 10. Connecting with Andrews.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
They didn't get out of bounds, but that's okay. They need one more just like that to give themselves a chance.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
One last shot for Jackson. This is caught inside the 15. And he's in. Are you kidding me?
How do you give that up?
One of the most improbable ways to finish a game, and they do win it on the final play.
Charles, that drive was perfect. Methodical, executed so well, and they grabbed that lead with almost no time left for a last gasp from the other side.
No way you could have drawn up a better final drive, because not only did they keep their eyes on the end zone, they made sure they bled the clock out as well and denied their opponent a chance to respond. That's just terrific situational football to end this one.
What a ball game this was. What an atmosphere this was. And the home team getting the late touchdown, getting the victory, and now everybody in this building can file away with smiles on their faces.
And what do real estate people tell us all the time? It's location, location, location. So being at home, that can be a big deal, because remember, they were down to their final chance to retake the lead. That home field advantage, I think it helped fuel all of what happened for them down the stretch. A huge win.
Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.